If you are standing here proud of your Jewish identity, I am with you. We are all in this together. And for the community members who did not come out tonight because they were afraid for their safety, I understand that fear. But we cannot live in fear. We must stand strong and proud. New Orleans, it's time to be upstanders. It is not a crime to be Jewish. It is inexcusable to dismiss terrorism. We will not let terrorism win. If we don't stand up for Israel now, when will we? Because never again is now. And if we stop fighting now, there will be no more Israel to fight for. Take a look around. Look at how many people showed up tonight. We stand here tonight with unwavering support for the country we love. We stand in solidarity with the Israel Defense Forces as they fight a war that they did not start. We will not back down, not here in New Orleans, nor in Israel. Much of the world does not want to hear our voices or listen to us, but we will make our voices heard. Am Yisrael Chai.
Thank you, Polly. I'd like to call Daryl Coulon from the Anti-Defamation League.
Good evening. My name is Daryl Coulon. I'm an Associate Director of Education for the ADL, or Anti-Defamation League. The ADL was founded in 1913 to stop the defamation of Jewish people and secure justice and fair treatment to all. Today, we still embody that mission by advocating, investigating, and educating. As we gather today in solidarity, our hearts break for the lives, the innocent lives lost both in Israel and Gaza, and for the worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza. For there to be true peace in the region, we need to focus on the common humanity of Israelis and Palestinians. And that means rooting out Hamas and other terror organizations that want the opposite. We must also hold space for those of us who may not live in Israel or Gaza and who are still impacted by hate and bigotry like we're seeing in the world right now. As we all know, unfortunately, hate knows no borders. Hate knows no borders. And we know anytime tensions flare up overseas, many of us here tonight and in our communities feel impacted by that hate bigotry. Just 2 days ago, ADL issued a press statement highlighting an alarmingly high number of hate crimes rising from 2021 to 2022. Hate crimes that were anti-Semitic, anti-LGBTQ, anti-Muslim, hate crimes that targeted people with disabilities all rose year over year from 2021 to 2022. And so with those realities, as somber as they may be, many of you may be asking, what can we do? What can we do as New Orleanians? And who is there for us? I want you all to know ADL is here for you, as it was for me as a young high schooler 10 years ago. ADL is here to stand with you, to protect you, and I want you to know that. You can directly contact us to file discrimination incidents of bias, hate, and bigotry, whether they're impacting you directly or you see them in our communities. And from there, our resources will be able to be activated to help and support you, not only here in New Orleans, but across Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi. You can help us get invited into your children's school. You can help us get into your children's schools with workshops promoting diversity and inclusion and understanding, and to grow our school climate improvement program called No Place for Hate. You can invite us into your workplaces for modules and workshops to talk about anti-Semitism, how we can understand it and eradicate it in all places, in schools and in workplaces. And please, as we always do in New Orleans, keep talking to each other. Keep talking to your neighbors. Understand each other. Love one another. And please know ADL is here with you as we all fight hate for good. I'm Isreal. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to call Ethan Dulitz, a student at Newman School, for the prayer for our IDF soldiers.
My name is Ethan Dulitz. I had just been to Israel no more than a few months ago to play in the Maccabi games, and after that we had toured the country. We saw many soldiers around the country. They were not much older than I am. I offer this prayer tonight for all the soldiers of the Israeli Defense Force and everyone who stands their guard to protect our people. Many of them are not much older than I am. Many of them are our siblings, our cousins, our children, and our friends. Many of them have been loving camp counselors to our Jacob's Camp and Ramat Daram campers and other camps. Many of them have led our trips to Israel or were our coaches. And as brave as they are, we know they're afraid. And we know that they are entrusted with their grave decisions that will mean the life or death in not only themselves and their units, not only of enemy combatants, but of innocent civilians. We know that they will never be the same after this, no matter what. So we hold them in our hearts at this moment. No matter what they are, may they feel or love our pride or our concern. May the Holy One protect them and save them for all the troubles and afflictions, from all sickness and injury, and send blessing to all their endeavors. May the words of our prophets come to fruition among them. They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And each one shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall be afraid. May they come home safe to their families and be agents of peace evermore. And let us say amen.
I'd like to call Rabbi Scott Hoffman from Congregation Shir Chadash.
So you can join me for the prayer of the state of Israel. And if you open the booklets, it's right in here. So please join me. Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. And let us say, Amen. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we sing the Hatikvah, just a few things. I think you've heard some great thoughts tonight as we stand in solidarity with Israel. I want to thank all the speakers, the clergy who came, the elected officials, law enforcement are here keeping us safe, and the staff of the Jewish Federation of Greater New Orleans that made tonight happen. 3 takeaways, please. Number 1, stay informed. Look at reliable resources and news information, verify before you believe anything. Make sure you're telling your friends and neighbors the truth and continue to talk to elected officials about the truth too. This is a war on media and social media as much as it is on the ground there. And finally, in the handout we gave tonight, there is a QR code. If you're looking to help, look ways to help, it'll direct you to our website, where there are many opportunities for you to get involved, because the question people are asking a lot is, how can we help and what can we do? And it's all there, including giving, as you heard people talk about tonight. I thank you all for coming, and I would like to invite Luke Prest from De La Salle High School to lead us in Hatikvah. And the words again are in your handout.
Thank you, Robert, and thank you to the Federation. The Federation. Kol od balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homia ufate mizrach kadima Ein Letzion Tov
Sophia. Olav da tikvatenu, hatikva bat shnot alpayim, liotam chofshi be'artenu eretz Zion Yerushalayim. Liotam chofshi be'artenu eretz Zion Yerushalayim.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you all. Have a good evening. Please join us as well. There's a Zoom with Senator Bill Cassidy. Again, if you go to our website, you'll see the Zoom information. It begins in about 10 minutes. He just returned from a trip to Israel. Thank you.